Hello my marvellous Wastelanders! Now there's a really cool set of armour that you can get pretty much very early on in the game. It's called the Hellfire Armor set. Now in order to get this set, first of all you need to have downloaded the next gen update. I've been playing on Series X, but it's also available for PlayStation 5 and on the PC. Now once you download that, you get a huge wodge of missions that you can complete, and some are really good, but I thought this video I'm going to concentrate on the Pyromaniac mission, because this gives you the Hellfire Armor. Now, this particular armor is Mark II of the Hellfire Armor, but it actually can lead you to get a Mark IV set as well, which has much improved stats over the Mark II, but it's still pretty damn good to get this early on in the game. I'm only level 15 when I got it. So, what you want to do is go to your quest log, and you want to find the quest that's called Pyromaniac, and you'll see it marked on the map. Now, it's easy to locate. It's kind of to the east of the red rocket where you kind of start. I found it near the med tech, I suppose, facility. So I just fast traveled there and then slowly made my way east. Now you kind of get to a rocky outcrop here, and you know you're getting close to, there are a bunch of raiders, they are, called the Forged Gang, and Pyro is a part of this raider gang. You know you're getting close, you can see, kind of see that climbing, well, it's not a climbing frame, it's the roof or something else. Well, as you go across this road here, you'll see a fire, and then you'll see a guy standing there in power armor, and that is Pyro. But don't be a complete idiot like me. And used a very small little pop gun to try and kill him, because quite frankly it didn't work, and it wasn't long before he handed my backside to me because it had been cooked. Because he's got that really cool set of power armor, he's got loads of Molotov grenades, and he's got a flamer as well, which is absolutely lethal. So after dying a couple of times, I went back and got a larger gun to smash his face in. I in fact used the piggy bank fat boy nuke, which was very good. Now the more keen-eyed amongst you have noticed there's a big exclamation mark gets fired out from the front of the weapon. Well, there's a glitch because the patch needs a patch in order to make the patch work. So some of the new stuff, in fact almost all of it, is quite difficult to use. I was able to use the piggy bank, but through the mission where you get the loads of the grenade launchers, I was finding loads of these exclamation marks everywhere. But that's why you can see that weird exclamation point flying on the screen, because that is a graphical representation of the actual piggy bank in flight. Weird, eh? But use anything big that you've got to take him out, one direct hit and he was dead. But don't forget, he's actually got a buddy who hangs around there as well called Forged. He's got loads of stuff on him as well, so you want to kick his face in also. Then once you've kicked his face in, you can go and collect the Mark II Hellfire Armor from him, which is lovely stuff. Don't forget, if you've got if you've got a companion, this stuff does get bloody heavy. Make sure you can give them some stuff to cart back to whichever is your base. I've kind of been using the red rocket to do that. So I was delighted. I had my Hellfire Mark II armor, I replaced it, I repaired it, and I stuck it all on my power armor power frame. How many times can you say power? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Look what's cool. I don't know if this happens with all of them, does it? But when you do this, turn your Pip-Boy on, it comes out your eyeballs, look. And anyway, there we are, so great. So I went to carry on to do another mission. I did this mission called the Crucible. Then as I was walking towards the Crucible, I had a massive shock because an Enclave Hellfire soldier came out of absolutely nowhere and totally roasted me like this. Yes, absolutely kicked my ass. I thought, what's going on here? I assumed it was part of that Crucible mission. So I thought, I'll leave that mission, it's too difficult. I'll go down south, go do something else. I think I was going to do, what was it called? Best of 3 or something like that. Anyway, I made my way down south, and then I was attacked again by another Enclave soldier in Hellfire armor. So I thought, what's going on here? This might be something to do with this Hellfire armor that I've just nicked. So I put on my Mark II Hellfire armor, armed myself to the teeth, went back to the same spot, and yet again an Enclave soldier turned up to try and kick my ass. Well, of course, this was all related, so I was very lucky, or actually it wasn't that lucky, well, yes, it wasn't that much skill, bit of luck, as you all know if you watch my live streams. Anyway, so I managed to kill him, which was marvellous. So, of course, I went for a rummage in his underpants, and this is my reaction when I found what I found. Orders eliminate Arbuthnot Saunter! If you're wondering who the hell Arbuthnot Saunter is, well, that's the character's name I made up. So it turns out, by doing that Pyromaniac mission, you become wanted by the Enclave because you've nicked some Hellfire armor. So whenever you go anyway, there's a strong chance you're going to get ambushed by this Enclave Hellfire git who's determined just to kick your ass, which is why he kicked my ass right at the top and nearly kicked my ass there at the bottom part when I was off to go and do something else. So when you go to do this Pyromaniac mission, you're signing up to be constantly attacked by one of these guys until you kill them and you find the order's note. So, aside from the actual note, this guy, you can also nick his Hellfire Mark IV armor. Here's my delight. Oh my god! Can I take them all? I'm not... How? I'm going back. I'm buggering off. I'm going back home. I've got everything that I want. Now, killing these soldiers gives you the echoes of the past quest. Read the soldiers' orders, and then it says reach the field camp. So this sets you off for another quest, which I haven't done yet. And we'll see what happens, and if it throws up any goodies, I'll let you know. Now, if you haven't played Fallout 4 for a while, like me, or you're new to the game, you can upgrade these armors as well. I just needed to take a little bit of a refresh. If you go to the crafting menu when it's on the power armor doodah in the red rocket, you can see there, look, you can upgrade each individual thing. So if you go to modify, for example, on the helmet, you can change, you can actually, these go up to Mark 6, look, and they improve the stats each time they go up. But you do need the science and the armorer ones to be able to actually upgrade those. The science and armorer perk, not science and armorer ones. What the hell am I talking about? You can do different paints, of course, and you've got mods as well. So if you go onto this, look, you can do rad scrubbers, remove radiation from consumed food and water, sensor array, increase perception, that means science rank 3, VATS matrix overlay, increase your VATS hit chance. There are so many really cool upgrades you can stick on this armor. This is for the helmets, but of course the different pieces have their own different upgrades. So for example, if you looked into the arms, we went to the mods in there, you got the rusty knuckles, so that causes bleeding damage, but you've also got stuff like hydraulic bracers, increase unarmed damage or reduces your action point cost with the optimized bracers, or the Tesla bracers adds energy damage to unarmed attacks. All these are utterly excellent to use. And looking at the individual stats, this is the Mark II, this is the one you get from Pyro. So you've got the damage resist there, so you've got 160 hit points, you've got 130 energy resistance and 150 rad resistance. It's got its own health, 91 out of 95, that's on the helmet. You can see they fluctuate, of course, depending on what the pieces are. Already got 110 there, 100 and 150, but it's interesting to compare these to the dog meat to the Mark IV, and you can see that the difference. Look, for the hit points or the general damage resistance, you've got 160 on the Mark II and it's 240 on the Mark IV. The energy resistance, the electric resistance, is 190 on the Mark IV. It's only 130 on the Mark II, and the rad resistance is the same, 150 a piece, but still that's pretty cool. And you can see the health there as well. It's 155 on the helmet and it's 95 on the Mark II. So there is a get it? There is a big improvement between the different armor sets. Can't wait to find myself a Mark 6. So there you go, a fantastic bit of armor for you to get early knock-ins. Level 14, I think it was, level 15. Well worth doing that Pyro quest line. Nice and easy. Well, sort of. And I think I'm going to be doing more Fallout 4 videos, or maybe even some Fallout 76 videos, because there's a big map update coming to Fallout 76 in June. So I'm going to be looking forward to playing this a lot more. I'm going to be live streaming it on Sundays and Mondays at the moment, along with Destiny on Wednesdays. Let me know in the comments if there's anything Fallout-wise you particularly like me to cover. Anyway, if you've watched to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and a like really goes a long way to getting the algorithm to know that I exist doing Fallout videos. Right, then I'm off now to get my face melted off. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.